Talking about subdued and adapting and almost like controlling your ego and saying, wait, I have to change the way I'm playing. Hardik Pandya is the case, right? There he was batting at number 4, sometimes number 3 for his IPL team. And then, of course, there is this Hardik that we're seeing who is showing a remarkable amount of maturity, which Hardik does India need.
The Hardik of Mumbai Indians in 2019, 2020, where they were setting records for the number of sixes. If it's not Kieron Pollard, it's Hardik Pandya. If it's not Hardik Pandya, it's Kieron Pollard. They were playing similar kind of innings. That Hardik Pandya has almost morphed into a lookalike. Like in Hindi picture, mein brothers, lookalike twin used to come.
Robert and Albert from Amar Akbar Anthony.
Jo bhi ho. Now suddenly I think he's saying, I'm this responsible guy.
Yeah.
And I will play this tough role, which is fine. And he's playing it really well. I only hope that sometimes it's like how the off-spinner bowls a dusra and loses the off-break. I hope he doesn't lose that extraordinary instinct that he had to hit the ball. For example, that shot he hits to mid-wicket. Very few can hit that shot. Or the ability to hit sixes of good balls that he had. I hope he doesn't lose that in becoming this more rounded, different kind of player. Because in a full strength side, he'll probably bat 6 someday, or maybe 6 someday. He still has to be able to hit 31 of 12, 13.
I mean, listen, it's looking like India's not playing a T20 I know for a while, but it's looking more and more, and you can't think so far ahead, but now every 2 years there is a T20 World Cup. It's looking more and more that he seems to be the guy they're looking at to captain 2024, the World Cup, right? Which means that he will be more the leader than not. And Harsha's point is that you shouldn't become so much of the elder statesman that you lose the inner child inside you.
Look, he knows him very well. So
yes, for me, Hardik is the most improved cricketer in white ball cricket, and that is only because of one thing. His ability to blend and adapt to the situation is where he has improved phenomenally. I mean, we're talking about a guy who can bat, just like he said, take the bowling on and score at 170, 180 strike rate. He's done that. Play a rather subdued inning if need be, like the last game, or to an extent how he played for Gujarat Titans. I don't think he'll lose that ability to completely hit sixes either, because we saw when push comes to shove, he showed that in the semi-final against England when he took on the bowlers in slightly alien conditions in Australia and did really well there. That is there in him naturally, but his ability to understand the situation and adapt, and I think that has been the phenomenal aspect of him. I think he's learnt a lot of that with the time he spent with the master MS Dhoni. I think that is something that he is really working on as well. You can see as a leader, he's very affable. People love him. They go to him. Whatever issues that the young guys have, he is probably the go-to man, because he has that kind of personality where he attracts all of that. And that's why he is the leader what he is today, because off the field, I think people gravitate to him. But he also, you can see that in his batting as well. I think you can see that he's able to adapt to situations and play beautifully. Like in the Asia Cup against Pakistan, the knock that he played in the first game to beat Pakistan, I thought that was a terrific knock. A couple of boundaries that he hit of Haris Rauf, of somebody bowling 150 on a wicket that is skidding to front of deep mid-wicket are phenomenal. I don't think anybody...
That 19th over,
not many people can actually play that shot. You need terrific hand speed. So he has that in him, but he's also molding himself into a player where, if need be, he can come take his time and play the situation. But what I would like him to do in T20 is bat at 6 and 7, because I think the explosiveness that he brings to the back end of the game is unmatched in India right now.
I think we're just saying it as greedy fans, right? Because as greedy fans, we love watching Hardik play a 180, 200 strike rate kind of inning, hit a few big sixes.
Also when Pollard is hitting, aisa lagta hai that Pollard is holding you like this and punching you like this. Whereas Hardik, he'll hit one over there, a bit like Surya, but he'll hit one over there, and suddenly your jaw will drop saying, how did he hit that shot?
Yeah, true.
Now, he mentioned that over the short hit of Haris Rauf in that 90th, and they were jaw-dropping. He has that ability, because if he is coming in, you should think, oops, no target is safe.